His right front is getting out of the way. And when his right hind goes forward, his left front is getting out of the way. If that's not happening, then the front legs are running away from the hind legs. So in other words, the movement has to originate from the hind leg first. It's called positive placement. And I can totally see where he would want to just motor along and pull himself along like a nice coach horse with his front legs and let his hind legs just come through in the slipstream, right? Yeah. That's it. So take your time and tackle and don't let him run away. That's it. Tackle. So you've got to stay back on your hind legs. Good for you. There you are. And make sure that the front legs are not slightly faster than the hind legs. And that the hind legs are not slightly slower than the front legs. Exactly. When you're ready in that balance, again, just watch for him tipping onto little, think of it like a teeter-totter. You want to be on that teeter-totter that's at least horizontal, and if anything, what's behind you is tilted down a little bit, and the front end is tilted up a little bit, and not the other way around. Same thing with your teeter-totter. Teeter-totter behind you is slightly lowered, and in front of you is slightly elevated. Good. Good. And in that balance, just work a little bit on straightness. Now I'm just thinking a little bit of shoulder forward with your right hand low, keeping him happy, keeping him in, pat him. Lots of praise when you start to angle him in ways that he might find difficult. Lots of encouragement. Go straight ahead and shoulder forward. Really square seating. Good boy. Good job. Tucking that left hind under, half open the outside. Rein. Keep the left hind tucked under. Left hind under. Good. Outside shoulder 4. Nice. And trot. And just notice how far back you end up with your inside leg. Yeah. The inside, the 8 for the inside leg is not back for shoulder 4. Okay. It's inside leg at the girth. You've got to get that his inside hip tucked under your body without bringing your leg so far back, okay? Because then you won't be able to come any further back to do a flying change to the right, you know what I mean? You've already got your leg maximally back, even here. So because he's huge, and you don't have the longest legs in the world, you've got a good length of leg, but he's so big still, the tendency is for you to bring your legs too far back because you feel like you have to because he's so big. Try to keep your legs underneath you and just make them effective there, okay? Now change direction, that's good there. Change direction, same thing the other way. Think about your teeter-totter balance. Don't let it fall on the forehand. Turn him over, good job. Turn him over his hind legs. Good job, half vaults. Bring him back onto his hind legs, good job. Good job. Shoulder in to the right on that inside hind leg without pulling your right leg back too far. And then shorten your raise so that little half vaults go a long way. Don't let him pull down. Teeter-totter. Teeter-totter up. Good. Teeter-totter up. Good job. There you go. And then circle right and canter right. Don't let him dive down. Careful. That's right. Balance. Good. Balance. Good. And then cantering on. Jump. 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 That's right. You said jump from his hind leg through his back to the bit. Jump from the hind leg through the back to the bit. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good. That's a nice jump in the canter there. And then just make sure that his neck is soft. So that he's not jumping and being rigid, but that he's jumping and being relaxed and soft in your hand. Jump, 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 jump. And raise a little shorter again, down the next on the side, shoulder 4. So this is straightness. We need that straightness to get the firmness. But he's got to be soft enough that you can straighten him. Shoulder 4. That means that the forehand comes in and the inside hind leg comes under. His right hip bends and lowers and his right hind leg levers underneath his body. Upper body back and hands down low. And shoulder 4 position. Talking through it. Soften his neck. Good job. Soften his neck. Just relax, and there you are. Feel that? Feel how you relax? That's your shape right there. Not only that, you feel relaxed and then his shoulders come up. Wonderful. Let him stretch on the circle for a moment. That's okay. You can do it in trot. Good. Now just remember, we need to make sure that the hind legs are leading. That's it. But the front legs are just floating out of the way. There you are. It's just a change in priority. That you're focusing on the hind legs as the generative, and the front legs are just getting out of the way. Very nice trot. Very nice stretching. And he needs to stay light here. Good. Light and floaty. Very nice. That's elegant. And change direction. Open your collarbones. Lift your chest. Let your hands melt down in front of your hips. Nice trot here. Really nicely through his back. Lots of cadence. Okay, and gently into walk. So the good news is that that shape that you achieved there, that he's uphill, that he's in shoulder 4, that he's on both hind legs, that he's in self-carriage, beautifully balanced. Just be very as a matter of fact about it. Find your shoulder 4 position and just keep him back on his hind legs and gently angle that left hip under his body without pulling your left leg back. That's the important thing, is that you can operate closer to his girth, okay? He's got to learn that your leg close to the girth produces that, not your leg in his sheath produces that. Go down the rail and bring his front end in. Bring his whole front end in. You've got to really rotate this. Okay, so each horse has a weaker and stronger side. So walk, and show him. So his left hind has to step diagonally underneath his center of gravity. That means his left hip has to drop down. Okay? He might have a higher left hip than his right. So he's got to get his left hip down. His left hock has to bend and step diagonally underneath his body, like that. Tell him, good boy. There you go. And now, here's the deal. The clincher of them all is he has to stay there until further notice. So sit on that left seat bone and just watch for wobble. And every time he wobbles, tuck his left hind back under your right half-fold. Yeah, stay there until further notice. And half-fold. And stay there until further notice. And half-fold. And stay there until further notice. Tell him he's a good boy. Now do that in trot, sitting on your left seat bone and disciplining your left leg to stay close to the girth. Remember, the definition of the aids for shoulder in is inside leg at the girth, and the outside leg is actually behind the girth, stabilizing the outside hind leg. And half up on that right rein and say, bring your right shoulder more to the left. Good. And do that again. Good. Now walk in that shape. Don't wobble out of it. Shoulder in. Come on, tell that left hind it has a job, and it needs to get on it now. Yes, that's it. Hands low, left hind under. Half out right rein. Don't let him barge through that right side. That's it. Good boy, praise. This is very intense. Don't get me wrong here. The left hind more under, right half off. There. It's there. Tell him good boy. Basically, these diagonal aids. He's a good boy. Now trot on that shape. Trot right there. And no wavering, no wobbling. There you are. Feel that? Now half hold on that right rein and set it back a little bit on both hips. That's it. And again, right half hold. So that half hold is securing him and anchoring him back onto both hind legs. You feel that? Good, but it's just make sure that you're not hauling back on a blocking neck. Supple him a little mini half hold, a tiny little nudge back onto both hips. A tiny, yes, yes. That's it. Stay back there. No wobbling off of it. Yes. Exactly. Now walk and pet him and tell him, that's what I want. That was good. And now thinking to yourself, I have to do this in canter now. Okay, but just let him have a moment to relax. And if his left hind is weak, it's very fatiguing to take that left hind and put it under all of his weight and all of your weight, right? Because your theoretic is very firmly established in both of your bodies and minds. You're going to do a little trot down this long side and find that place again. Canter on the short side and attempt it down the rail towards us. Remember, he has to be very soft in his neck so that he can have a positive reaction to your gentle half vault on the right rein. And then half vault and canter. Good job. Now positioning his body so he's rotating his forehand to the left over that left hind. That's plenty. Now remember, soft neck with little half vaults to keep him balanced. And a slightly straighter neck. An inch at a time. 1 inch straighter in the neck. 1 inch straighter in the neck. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Tell me some good boy. Again, shoulder in. Left hind, good. Good. And half of on that right rein and straighten his neck a little bit more. Make him rounder. Tiny bit rounder. Left hind. There. Tell him good boy. At him. Now one more time. And this time a time walk. Walk, walk, walk. 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 Good. Circle left. Up a hill. Don't let him collapse down. Up a hill. Quietly walking. So now you're going to do a renvers. Do you know what renvers is? So renvers is a shoulder in left, and then you change your flexion to the outside. So he stays with his body in that shoulder in left, but you bend him a little tiny bit to the outside. So he has to be supple enough and elastic enough to release his neck on the outside. Just do it in the walk here for a second. Come down the rail, shoulder in left. Yeah, or just right where you are is fine. Parallel to the rail is fine. Good. So there's your shoulder in left. Now gently, carefully change your flexion to the outside while his body keeps walking in the shoulder in left. Careful. Keep his hips to the right. Keep his hips. Don't let his hips fall in. And flex him right. Flex him right. There you go. That's renvers. So what that does is it gets the outside of his body more supple. And it gives you a higher degree of straightness, and you get that shoulder off the rail even more. Try it one more time, this time in trot, before you try and canter. And you have to be very careful not to bring your left leg back, because then he'll think for sure of line change, right? So find your shoulder in, get the left hind tucked under, and then gently change the flexion to the right. Gentle. Keep the left hip tucked under. Keep the forehand to the inside. That's right. Okay? Reins a little shorter and canter. Shoulder in left. And gently change the flexion to the outside. Canter, 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 right flexion. Canter, right flexion. Canter, right flexion. Canter. That's it. That's it. Now back to left flexion. Come good boy. And shoulder in again. Come good boy. So somewhere over E, you should be in counter flexion. So shoulder in left. Start to work on your counter flexion. Start to flex them right. Flex them right. Flex them right. Good. And very good. And now back to your shoulder. Do you feel that? Notice how you get him so straight. Don't let him dive down on those short sides and pull you down. Good job. Shoulder in left. Shoulder in left. Up a hill. A canter. That's because he starts to get tired. So canter. Say, come on, dig down deep, buddy. Hitch up your bridges. And he's telling us he's fatigued, so we say, okay, one last one. This is like your last 3 reps with the weights in the gym, okay? So do it right. The onus is on you. Good, good. Now change your flexion. Canter, canter, right flexion. Canter, canter, right flexion. Good. Canter, canter. Feel that? Tell him, good boy. Walk and pat him. Now he gets his recovery again. And while he's walking, give him a while. That inside hind leg is still wedged deeply underneath the middle of his body. Right? Yeah. Good. So shoulder in. So circle, because you want to start with a nice shoulder in. So get him nicely on the bit, nicely in front of you. Half halting. Up a hill. That's it. Hands low. Now bending quite a lot in this corner. Like an 8-meter volte shape that you then roll into your shoulder in. And if you ever have trouble with that bend, do a volte to the right, because if he says, oh, bending, right, I don't want to, do a volte. So right 10-meter circle, or an 8-meter circle, even better. So that 8-meter, small circle. There, you feel that? That's your bend for your shoulder in, okay? Now keep that bend into your shoulder in. So whenever you're in doubt of your bend for your lateral movements, do a volte, because an 8-meter volte is the basis. Nice try here. 8-meter volte is your basis for shoulder in, haunches in, and half pass. Good. Beautiful. Feel it? You clicked it. Now change your flexion. Just move the bend to the outside. Gently float his neck to the left. Good. And now back to the right. He's a good boy. Beautiful. Okay. Now when you're ready, canter. Do a circle down here. Get the canter balanced and stable. Upper body back. Circle right down here. Apple. Sit deep. There's a little bit of the hunter jumper in you that you want to tighten your inner thighs. Yep. To ask for canter, you need to relax and scrape your seat bones through the flesh of your buttocks into the saddle for a dressage canter. So that's it. Literally scrape the structure of your pelvis down through the flesh of your buttocks, okay? Trot again. There's no tightening and hovering in dressage, okay? And trot, and one more time. I want to see a canter from your seat bone. Yes, your seat pushes the horse into canter, okay? Down the next long side. Finding a nice stable shoulder in on the inside hind leg. And letting his neck relax down between the reins. Tap that right hind under. Push his right hind under his body a little more. There. There you go. Now canter in that shape. Good. Nicely done. You guys have a wonderful relationship. There's so much harmony and trust here between you. Good, you got it. Now change your flexion to the left, even though he wants to look to the right, because he wants to see Pharaoh. Very good. Canter, make him fix it. Good boy. Now he's got to dig down deep. Rounder here. Rounder, shoulder in right. Right here. Shoulder in right. Round. Good. Change your flexion. Just float his neck around to the left while his body. So you've got to remember to say canter. So it's like mother, may I. Canter, change your flexion. Canter, supple through the outside rein. Canter, every stride. Canter, shoulder and canter, shoulder and canter, shoulder and canter, shoulder and counter round bear. Canter, round bear. Canter, round bear. Canter. Good. Canter, round bear. Canter, round bear. Good. Canter, shoulder in. Canter, shoulder in. Use your hips. Use your seat. Neck down. Shoulder in. Canter, shoulder in. Canter, shoulder in. Now canter, round bear. Supple his neck. Canter, supple his neck. Canter, supple his neck. Canter, round bear. Canter, supple his neck. Canter, shoulder in. Canter, shoulder in. You feel this? You feel this? Beautiful. That was it. One more time. Canter, shoulder in. Canter with your seat bones. Shoulder in, shoulder in, shoulder in, shoulder in. Canter, round bear. Canter, round bear. Canter, shoulder in. Canter, shoulder in. Canter, center line. Canter, half fast. Canter, half fast. Half fast, canter, bend. Canter, bend, canter, counter. Canter, bend right. Canter, that's okay. Good. Canter, good, beautiful. I love it. That is awesome one-step piece. Down the next long side. Canter, shoulder in. Canter, round bear. Canter, round bear. Supple, good. Back to your shoulder in, center line. Canter, half off, don't dive. Canter, turn, light hands. Half fast, canter, half fast. Canter, half fast. Supple with your rein. Supple, flex left. Canter, right leg. Canter, soft hand. Canter, tell him good boy. Canter, turning, counter. Right leg. Pat it. Beautiful. Pat it. And now walk. So sorry about all of the information. And I want you to counter flex him and then leg yield all the way across the diagonal. So up a hill, again, think of the withers being higher than the croup, and the pole and ears being above that. And then a little counter flexion. Again, remember that the movement is initiated from the hind leg, counter flex, and a little leg yield, all the way to H. So actually not a little leg yield, a big leg yield. To H. That's it. Stay soft with your hands. So you half out with your hands and you supple it. There you go. That's it, Tom. Good boy. Well done. And then the same thing from M. Little counter flexion and over. Sideways. So with a big force, a big movement, you want to really work on that. Come on, push his haunches over there. He doesn't necessarily know that his legs can do that. Head him. There you are. Head him. You need to instill in him that his legs bend and his legs go sideways. A lot of jumper horses, with this. Counterflexion and dressage horse, they have to be very rubbery, sideways, laterally. Good. Go over there. All the way over. There you are. See, physically, you can do it no problem. Keep going. Over. Over. He just has to realize his legs are not made of wood. Pet him. Well done. And again, from him, counterflex, and off you go. Tell him to spread it. Say, spread him. Spread him. Come on, spread him. Over. Spread him. That's it. I want him to do the splits with his hind legs. That's it. Go on, do the split. That's it. Pat him. Whoa, there you go. He's getting it. He's got to realize that he can really cross his hocks over, that it's possible. Pat him and be his cheerleader. That's okay. Really encouraging. Counterflex and over. Sideways. To rot and sideways. Counterflex and over. Talk him through it. Be his cheerleader. Yeah, pat him. It's okay. Good boy. It's nice that he's saying, it's nice that he's saying, well, how about if I do the panther? That's actually kind of cool. And then again, the other way. Counterflex. It means that he's quite eager, quite keen. Good. And over. Over. Good boy. And make sure you can give with your hands here now a little bit. So a little half up, a little bend, and a give. A little half up, a little bend, and a little. Super job. Very effective. Head up. So I would do this with him every day like medicine. And then one more time. This time you're going to go from the rail to the quarter line and back. So flex right, leg dove left. Now flex left and leg dove right. Over, 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 over. Now flex right and leg dove left. Hands low, over, 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 over. Now flex left and leg dove right. Ah, you got it. Stretch it down, serpentine, head up. So that's another thing that's very important to big horse. Agility, mobility, lightness, that they can be quick on their feet, and he certainly is. Yeah. You know, for such a big horse, he's very quick on his feet. And now you feel this beautiful floating trot. Well done. You know, the partnership with the two of you is just lovely. Like, there's a beautiful trust, a beautiful harmony.